My name is Shane.
I'm Bruce.
And what we're planning on doing with these videos is kind of just doing projects around our house and giving you guys an idea of what you guys could possibly do around yours. It's also a learning experience for both of us. I'm a mechanic by trade. Bruce is a carpenter by trade. And we both are going to teach each other a bunch of different things as we go along with these projects. Another thing that Bruce was talking about was tool upkeep.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do a whole video on tool upkeep. It's things I've learned throughout the years. My dad has taught me some things. I've learned some things through other older carpenters out in the field. One of the things I do have to say right here, right now, is both me and Shane are in the union. So all these projects that you see us doing are either around our house, or we are doing them at no cost to whoever we're working for. Part of our union deal is that we don't steal work from the union, and that's one way we do this. Is we do some volunteer work. We'll do some work for family, things of that nature. But all of the projects that you see us doing are either our own or our volunteer basis that we're doing. With that being said, I won't talk about the union or anything like that ever again, but I did have to say this just to keep me and Shane out of trouble with the union. So from there, like I said, we will be doing some tool upkeep videos where we just show you some simple little things that can extend the life of your tools that you do go out and buy. They are expensive, so we like to hold on to them as long as we possibly can. I have some tools that are over 30 years old, and it's all just because of upkeep. I don't go out and spend a whole lot of money on tools, but the tools that you do see me using are tools that I've had for quite a long time. And yes, some of it is very boring, and some people think that, oh, it's only 25 bucks to go out and buy this tool. Well, if you have to go out and buy 4 tape measures in a year, that's 100 bucks. I kind of like my money, so we will be doing a video on upkeep of our tools.
And that's not just carpentry tools. And we'll probably be making a couple different videos on tool upkeep, because we have, as Bruce was saying, a lot of different tools, and carpentry tools is one of them. And Bruce is going to show us how to do that. We're going to do that as well as upkeep on mechanics tools, because those are just as expensive, if not sometimes more expensive, depending on your trade and where you buy them. And those tools can last you a lifetime as long as you maintain them as well.
So with all that being said, this is just kind of a video to introduce ourselves. Like Shane said, I've been a carpenter on and off my whole life. I've done truck driving. I have done some light diesel mechanics. I've been all over the whole United States when I was truck driving. I've enjoyed everything that I have done. I think one of my funnest jobs is where I met Shane at, and that was out in North Dakota. We were working in the oil fields, and one thing led to another, and he met my daughter, and now he's married my daughter. But anyway, I've been married for almost 30 years now. Like I said, I have one daughter, a son-in-law, and a beautiful granddaughter. Carpentry is something that I grew up with. My dad was a carpenter, and he kind of guided me along the way on some of the things that I know. Other things have been working in the trades, and older carpenters have shown me as I've grown up, and now with the knowledge that I have, I was talking with Shane one day, and I says, you know, I'd really like to take videos of all the stuff that I do and be able to help other people to learn what I know and just see if I can't help somebody along the way. It's kind of one of the things I've always done throughout my whole life. If I have some knowledge, I like to kind of pass it on. Other than that, I think I'm just going to kind of hand it over to Shane here and let him tell you a little bit about himself and go from there.
Yeah, as Bruce was saying, I met him in North Dakota, and about a year and a half or so later, I married his daughter, so now I'm part of his family, which is really cool. I've been a mechanic for about 10 years, and been doing a lot of little tinkering since I was really little. My dad was a mechanic, and his dad was a mechanic, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of just ran in my bloodline.
Sorry, we got a garbage truck. What happens when you hang out in the garage too much, you get the garbage trucks.
Apparently. Probably edit that out.
Nah, we'll leave that in.
Alright.
It's our life.
Oh. So anyway, I got into the professional side of mechanics when I was 17 and 18. Went to work for a local shop there, and I've been doing it ever since. And up until the last 2 months, actually, I was a technician, and now I'm going into hopefully the carpentry trade and learn a little bit more there. And it's just something I've always done, I've been good at. I actually enjoy doing that kind of thing, working with my hands on vehicles of all types. And I love trying to teach new people new things. I love teaching Bruce how to tinker on his old truck and getting that thing fixed, and it's just something I enjoy doing. And it'd be great if somebody took some of that knowledge and put it to good use, because I know that there's a lot of people in this world who, 90% of people in the world have a vehicle. I should say 90% in the United States have a vehicle, and a lot of those people don't know how to work on them, and it's almost to the point nowadays where they don't even know how to change their own oil. So we want to get some knowledge out there for people, and we're going to put a bunch of different videos with a bunch of different vehicles so that you get a general idea on how to work on your vehicle.
I'm actually wondering how many people know how to check their oil. Or the 710 fluid.
I've seen a lot of that around Facebook. We're going to get you guys straightened up a bit about that. Get to, make sure you don't put your antifreeze in your brake fluid, and, little stuff like that. Just so you have a better knowledge of your vehicle and you can keep it maintained yourself without having to spend high dollar prices at dealerships or even local lube shops just to get your oil checked even. You can do it yourself and keep your vehicle running long. Now, as Bruce was saying about the tools, you spend some money on that. You want to keep it for as long as you can. A car is the same way. Even if you spend $500 on this car, you want to make sure you get your money's worth out of it and keep it running for a long time. That $500 can take you a long way. Bruce has got an old truck that he's actually given to my wife, his daughter, that is 20 years old. I own a 30-year-old truck and a 25-year-old car, and I keep them running. And if you know how to maintain your vehicles, you can actually have them for a very, very long time.
So I think with that, that's the introduction to who we are, what we're going to try to do, and you know, you're just kind of, hopefully you'll walk away with some sort of knowledge of how easy some of these projects are, and if you see something that you think needs to be fixed, and if we show you how to do it, if you think you can tackle it, great. If not, please don't try to go beyond your personal means to do something where you're going to hurt yourself or anything like that. Call somebody who knows what they're doing and get help. Some of the projects that we are going to show you are quite extensive. Other ones are very simple. You're going to see a garden box that we built, me and Shane built for my wife. She's been wanting this garden box for quite a while. It's actually a pretty simple garden box to do. The cost wasn't too bad. It was right around $400 by the time all was said and done. But like I said, you know, it wasn't too bad. The price of the materials were a little bit on the higher side because of what we had to use. We had to use cedar and treated wood. But other projects that we're going to show you, I'm going to try to let you know approximately what I've spent on them, so that you can kind of have an idea of what it is, and hopefully I can simplify things as much as possible for you. Shane is the same way. We're going to try to let you know what we spend on the engine projects, the vehicle projects, and try to make it as simple as possible. I'll be honest, when it comes to auto mechanics, the guys out in North Dakota can attest to this. I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree, but I am willing to learn. And when it comes to carpentry stuff, a lot of the stuff flows pretty good for me. I do pretty well with it. I will never say I'm the best carpenter in the world. And if you can find an easier way to do something that I'm showing you how to do, by all means, leave it in any of our comments. Is that the right thing?
Yep.
See, the computer shit screws me up. That's him. He knows that stuff. I just sit in front of the camera and try to look pretty. But hopefully, throughout all these videos, you can learn something, and we can learn something. Someday our hopes is to be out in Montana, and when we move out there, hopefully these videos will keep going, and we will be able to show you some metalwork projects that we're going to try to get into. You know, like I say, all the projects that we're doing, we're just going to try to take videos of them and show you different things that we do. And if it's something that we have no clue at what we're doing, well, we'll stumble bum our way through it and try to figure it out. So I guess with that being said, like and share our videos. Leave comments, please, and hopefully things work out for you as well as we hope they're going to work out for us. So with that, again, I'm Bruce.
I'm Shane.
Have a peachy day.
That'll be a good video.